Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 15 Connected Careers here on the PS4, and this is Shilo Connected Careers. This is episode 10, and we're getting ready for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Waiting all week long for this game here between the Cardinals and the 49ers here. Cardinals finished the season 11-5, the 49ers 13-3. Everything is going to be put on the table here. This is an opportunity basically for bragging rights here in the NFC West, as the 49ers are the champions there. But we have an opportunity here to be the league champions here and take on the American Football Conference champions in the Super Bowl here coming up. So before we get to the game here, we'll go ahead and game prep here, as we have several hours to game prep here for this big game here. And of course, if you remember in the final game of the regular season, which was episode 7, I believe, we won that game. Now they beat us earlier in the season in week 3, so as we're kind of now tied up 1-1. Between these two teams. Now we're playing the rubber match, the final game, the game that actually is going to put a lot of meaning behind this between these two rival teams here in the NFL. So the practice being done, we'll see what the other team is. There you see the Patriots going to go against the Colts at home there for the Colts there. And of course we have to travel back to San Francisco to play the 49ers in our game. So we'll head out here to the ballpark here, see what we can do here against them. Hopefully, see our boy here, Pete, be able to be in a ball game here in this episode, in this division, or in this championship game here, this NFC Championship game. So there you see, 58-32 was the score in the first matchup between these two teams, and then the two teams didn't play again until the final week of the regular season there. There you see, final score, 47-37, or 44, excuse me. 47-44 was the score there. For some reason, I can't read today. But yeah, let's go out to the ballpark and get ready for this ball game between the 49ers and the Cardinals for the NFC Championship.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. So now let's go to San Francisco, California, where Jim and Phil have the call.
One team will make one more step towards immortality as we welcome you to the NFC Championship game here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Bill Sims, and welcome to the NFC Championship game. A whole lot at stake here. The winner moves on to the Super Bowl. And Phil, your thoughts before kickoff?
Well, we know it's a big game, don't we? I mean, listen, up here in the booth, you and I, we're both a little nervous, and we're not even playing it. That's how big it is to think that you're one step away from the Super Bowl. But just do your job. Think about what you have to do each play. If you do that, that'll take away the nerves and also keep you from making that big mistake.
Lee's got it teed up, and he's ready to go.
Okay, so everything's on the table now, and this is for the National Football Conference here, and we'll see who's going to win this game here. So far, we got a tie ball game here going into the mid part of the second quarter. Now San Francisco leading now by 4. But yeah, everything's going to be put on the line here, and one of these teams are going to have to win this game, and one team will be going home. Hopefully, it'll be the 49ers going home, which they're at home, I guess you could say here. They'll stay at home and watch Super Bowl, and fortunately, that's not going to happen as we lose by 2. Man, what a game that probably was there. But unfortunately, we end up losing that one, and we are now going to be at home in our lazy boy watching the football game. There you see Kaepernick talking there. with some Cardinals players there. But 49ers win this one 36-34 final score there, and they win this one. So now they're going to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl here in the next well, actually in 2 weeks. So there you see the numbers there. You guys can pause the video right there. But I will say it was a great season. Had a lot of ups and downs there. But I would love to see a lot more of Pete. I know a lot of you guys probably been saying the same thing. But that was the whole part about this series, was to see things from the point of view of a guy that sits on the bench, third string guy, and kind of build him up from the ground up. So hopefully next season, we'll, with the XP that we'll get after this season ends, hopefully he has enough to get him up to the point where he can be the starter, or maybe a second stringer, or even have an opportunity to go somewhere else and to be a starter for another team that's looking for a halfback. But again, just take a look at those numbers there for now for defense. It was a really good series, and I'm going to continue the series even as football season's been over with now for a while now. I'm going to continue the series because Pete's a guy that I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun with. And it's gonna be pretty exciting to get him going here as a starter eventually here in the NFL. But unfortunately, for this first year, we will not go to the Super Bowl, as I'm sure he was hoping that was going to be the case. But we'll go on and move on to the next week here. Now, the next episode is actually going to be a pretty lengthy episode. We're actually going to show you guys the processes of picking a new team and whatnot. But there you see the Pro Bowl week. I'll show you guys. I'll show you numbers for the Pro Bowl, also for the who's in the Super Bowl. We know one team that's made it. We don't know who the other team is. We'll see that here in the next video. Not to mention, I'll show you guys the numbers for the Super Bowl, who the MVP were, all that kind of stuff. But there you see 49ers, Patriots in the Super Bowl. There you go. So now you know who's in the Super Bowl, but we'll see the numbers there coming up in the next episode. Not to mention then all off-season stuff that we'll have to go through. And like I said, I haven't went through that yet, so I don't know what to expect yet. I haven't really followed anybody else's Connected Career player that's doing something on YouTube this year. So it's going to be a total surprise for me. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what I can do with Pete after his first year being in the NFL. But there you see, if you guys take a look here at the top right-hand corner there, you see Pete Shilo, second-string fullback. So they're considering him as a fullback. So we'll use that XP there. I'm sure we'll get a lot more here after the season's over with here. And then hey, if we have the opportunity to be a free agent, we can shop around and go talk to other teams. Hey, we'll do that. So definitely come on back for another episode, you guys, of Connected Careers with Pete Shilo here on ESGNet. If you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out the channel and other great series here on ESGNet. Not to mention, you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Those are social media sites that you guys can check out and follow us and get all the late breaking news when videos are coming out, or live tweet with me like this Sunday during the WrestleMania pay-per-view. You guys can check the live tweet with me, and we can have a good conversation about what's going on with the matches and whatnot. So you guys can follow us on those sites there. But as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see all of you guys next time.